Hey, hey, fabulous people. Today I wanted to chat a little bit about competitors. I have a lot of small business owners who think that they don't have any competitors, or there's no one who makes the product quite like how they do, or that no one sells the services quite like they do, and they kind of just don't take that part of their marketing plan and their overall sales strategy very seriously. So we're going to talk about why, unfortunately, that's not the case for you in 99.99% of the time, and why, who your competitors actually are and why this is important, because how this can impact your marketing strategy. So my name is Liz Jostis, and I own Eli Rose Social Media, and we help small business owners and independent professionals to grow online. So your competitors, in a very broad sense, a really easy example would be like a Target to a Walmart. Those seem really obviously as to be two competitors. In the small business world, I think it's additionally challenging sometimes to identify who your competitors might be, whether it's a competitive business or if you have a specific product that you make, that you've designed, it was your big idea, or a certain service that you offer, because there are so many more, so many more small businesses than there are those medium to large size brands. So it can be really hard to even try to figure out who else is offering what it is that you offer, because at this point in the online marketplace, you could live on one coast and you can have a competitor theoretically that's completely on the other side of the country. So first of all, the way that I think is best to quantify who your competitors are is to think about it from this standpoint. What else would someone be shopping for, or what other service providers or manufacturers or dealers, whatever the case may be, would someone else check out before making their buying decisions? Because I feel like when you approach it from that standpoint, you kind of eliminate the more I don't want to say self-centered focus, because that's not right. But I know when you're a small business owner or you're an independent professional, you are the center of your business. So things just seem, things about your company or your business or your services, they're second nature to you, because you might know how distinctively different they are in some aspect with somebody else. So I think that as a small business owner, if you think, well, here's product A, here are all the features of product A, here's all the ways product A works, and there's no one who matches those lists, or there's no other product that matches those lists, therefore that person, that business, or that product or service is not my competitor. However, if you have 5 features to your product or your service, there's maybe someone else who has 3 or 4 features that are exactly identical and in the same industry, in the same, product category, whatever the case may be, that a customer would be shopping them just like they would be shopping you. So I feel like when you approach it from the who else would a customer or potential customer be considering before purchasing, you're in a much better place to identify who your competitors actually are. So the benefits of locating those competitors are many. Obviously, just from a website standpoint, if you identify at least a handful of main competitors, and for a lot of small businesses, your competitors can just be in your local area. If you just are a single shop or a single restaurant or a single service provider in a local area, it could just be other people in that local area. It's really when you start selling online that those competitors are going to grow. It could even be if you're a local shop, but there are some national franchises in your area. Unfortunately, those people are going to be your competitors too. So, obviously on a website basis, you can see like what features, what kind of content, the look and feel and functionality of your website, and compare it to that of your competitors to see if maybe some of the stuff they have you've realized would be a really great thing to add to your website. Or maybe you see like, oh yeah, I have a blog and they don't, so that gives me a competitive advantage, So it goes both ways. It's not just to identify competitors from a potentially negative standpoint. You can identify competitors to help for SEO. When I send out my search engine optimization questionnaire to my clients, my SEO clients, I always ask them who their competitors are, because I can actually check out what SEO or not their competitors have on their website. So that's always a helpful piece of intel. If you can find out if your competitors are optimizing for search and what keyword phrases they're optimizing around. Obviously, in a general marketing sense, you can look and compare for social media strategy, whether it's platforms they're on, the kinds of posts that they put up, what sort of imagery they're using, if there's videos they're using, if they're doing contests, maybe where they sourced their curated content from. All of those can assist your social media strategy. Sometimes, I know people who get on their competitors' email marketing lists. They might use some other kind of email address, not their work email address, so it's a little bit more incognito. But that's another thing that, once you go ahead and identify who those competitors are, you can see what they're doing for their email. You can see what they're doing for their blog posts. There's even ways to spy on Google Ads. If Google AdWords is something that you do and you want to see what your competitors are doing, all those things are possible. So all this to say is, it's really important that you really do have a sense of who your competition is and where they are competing with you, because they don't have to be a 100% exact match to be considered your competitor. And then after that, it's utilizing that competitive knowledge to then help frame your plans, your marketing strategy, your website changes that you might be planning, your blog content, all those kinds of things. So hopefully this has helped some in having you maybe reconsider your competitive marketplace, whatever it is that your competitive marketplace may be. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below or to message the page, and you have a good rest of your day.